one of the things I like to do, especially with older action figures, is I like to get them in a little bit beat up a shape so I can fix them up. I've done that with a few different types of figures. One of my favorite kind of figures to fix up are LJN WWF action figures. You might remember last year where I did a restoration of one of the old LJN Jakks Pacific monster rings. I redid the stickers, the ropes, the whole thing, and really shined it up nice. And I've also done that with a bunch of the figures as well. Now, usually I get them in various states of disrepair. Some of them have a little bit of paint rub. Some of them are just completely shot and I got to redo all the paint on them. Some of them are almost like starting over with. So I wanted to give myself a little bit of a challenge, something different from what I usually do. So what I did was I went out and I picked up a figure that everybody has. Everybody's got the LJN Hulk Hogan figure. This one, as you can see, is pretty fucking banged up. A lot of the paint is rubbed off. The headband, the knee pads, the boots. I mean, you know, this dude looks like he got hit by a truck. You know, a lot of paint rub. I actually gave him a bath because he had a ton of black marks all over him too. I have one of these figures that is in much better shape than this. I did fix it up a little bit. I'm never going to sell them, so I don't consider it offsides. It's just to make them look nice on my shelf. Even some, I didn't notice when I bought it, but even some of the hair is like kind of, I don't know what happened there. It's like somebody ran over it with a fucking lawnmower or something, but some of the hair's rubbed off, like ripped off of the rubber. It's weird. But so anyway, this dude is pretty fucking far from okay. So, the plan here is to do a complete A to Z redo on this guy and see how he turns out. So, I'm going to be doing different colors. I'm going to be redoing the whole thing A to the Z, Bubba. And hopefully, when it's all said and done, he's going to be in much better shape than he is now, because I feel fucking bad for this guy. Alright, so you'll see what I've done here is the paint was originally all chipped up, and I'm going to be doing this one in a different color anyway, so I went over the entire outfit, the tights, the knee pads, the boots. I went over that in white. Basically, it's called a primer coat, especially when you're going to be putting one color on top of a different color. You kind of want to neutralize it by putting a thick layer of white underneath. It'll show up better. The head and face I didn't do anything with yet, because usually when you're painting the body, you spend a lot of time holding on to the head. So if you paint the head first, it might wear out a little bit by the time you get done painting the trunks and the boots. So all I did here was I went over the entire outfit with white, fill in all the gaps in the paint and the color that there were. And so that's going to make it a lot easier now to go over it with a different color, and it'll turn out a lot smoother, a lot better. So still got a little bit of work to do. After I do the outfit and I get that all set up, then that's when I'm going to fill in the hair and the head and face and all of that. So still got a lot of work to do here, but that's how far we are as of yet. And there it is, moment of truth. Here we have completely restored this LJN Hulk Hogan that was pretty beat to shit. Again, I got this guy for like $5 at the flea market from Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore, and this thing was chewed up, covered in black marks, and just a mess. Most of the paint was rubbed off, as you can see. And now, after a bath, a scrub, and a full repaint, this is what we have. I went with a 1985 color scheme where you had the blue and white. There was a Jakks Classic Superstars Hogan figure that used the same color scheme. And again, I'm really happy with how this turned out. Again, the paint was ripped off, and I pretty much did a full repaint all over on this guy, and had to fill in some gaps and whatnot. The hair and the mustache and all that, what I did there to give it some texture was I went over it first with gold, and then I dry brushed it with some regular light yellow, and I think it gave it a really good textured look, as opposed to just, you know, putting a yellow blob on his head like that. The headband I'm really proud of. That is the Hogan 85 headband with Hulkster on the forehead, which was not too tough to do. I mean, it probably could be a little bit neater, but I mean, it gets the job done, right? I see a lot of people do this kind of Hogan custom out there, but I'm pretty happy with mine because I got the laces in white, I got the decal on the headband. Most people, they kind of skimp on those details, but I was very happy with how it turned out for this particular figure, and couldn't be more pleased. Again, this was the first RIKKI ROXX rescue mission video that we've done here on the channel, and we're going to hopefully be doing more as time goes on, days and weeks go by. I get a lot of these figures used in various states of disrepair. It's a lot easier and cheaper than trying to find these guys new, I'm telling you that for nothing. So Hogan wore a lot of different outfits, so there are probably going to be more Hogan figures to come. More of others too, I'm sure. But yeah, this is one of the things I do. I find these old junked up figures and I fix them up and make them look like new. This was a lot of fun. It took a few days worth of work, but I'm really happy with it. I also take a choice of going over everything with Mod Podge just to seal the paint, because that's one of the reasons you can't find these guys in good shape, is because all the paint rubs off really easily. So it gives it a little bit of a shine and it kind of keeps the paint on there. But yeah, so that'll do it. So that's been this first episode of RIKKI ROXX Rescue Mission on the Action Figure Corner from the vault. We'll be seeing you again real soon, because there are other custom and restoration projects that I'm going to be looking at getting started on, and a lot of them we're going to be showing you the A to the Z, baba. So if you like this one, like, share, subscribe, and we'll be seeing you next time from the vault with the rescue mission.